This is the first of 3 videos for the testing of the Fourier transform lab. In this video, I'll be focusing on objective 1, which is to do with the server-side script, the database, as well as the login and sign up menu. On my screen, I have the server-side script on the left and the client-side script on the right. My IP address has also been set to the loopback IP address, representing my own local machine in the interest of not sharing my real IP address. Now, running the server-side script, a message is printed in the terminal saying server active on the loopback address on the port 5000. Now, opening DB browser for SQLite to view my database. Trying to open a database, you can see there has been a database created by the code called users.db. Opening this database, you can see it has 3 tables: login history, roles, and users. The table SQLite sequence is created automatically by DB browser and is not part of my code. For now, the tables are empty because I have not yet signed up or made any accounts. Closing this for now and opening command prompt, I can now initialize the client side. Here we are initializing the client side script, which is this one on the right here, and we are met with the welcome screen. Attempting to log in. Of course, we haven't made any accounts. However, just inputting in some values, invalid username or password, because there are no usernames or passwords in the database right now. Pressing back, we are back to the main menu. Looking back in the terminal, you can see a client is linked from my IP address, so the server is successfully connecting to the user. Now, attempting to sign up, the account type has been set to user. Setting it to admin opens the admin field input. However, for now, I will try to make a user account. Entering the username ABC, password ABC, we can test the show password button by clicking it. Now we can see the password. Hiding password, once again, hides the password, and so on. Attempting to sign up, we get an error. The username must be between 4 and 20 characters. Putting a username above 20 characters, such as this, same error again. Putting a username within the correct limit, such as test, we now bypass the username error and are faced with a password error, as the password has to be at least 8 characters long. Making a password such as test1234, which is 8 characters long. Signing up, we now get a new error. Password must include upper, lowercase, a number, and a symbol. Introducing an uppercase character, capital T, nothing changes because we still are yet to have a symbol. Introducing an exclamation mark at the end, this should be valid and signing up is successful. Pressing OK returns back to the main menu, and we can now enter the sign up menu once more. Before continuing, I can check the database. Refreshing it, we can see there is now a new user with username test and a hashed encrypted password. The row ID, which is this foreign key here, is set to 2. Going to the rows table, you can see that 2 represents a standard user, which is what I used to sign up with, meaning the sign up has been completely successful. Now attempting to make an admin account. Choosing the username ABC, password ABC, and showing the password once more. Signing up, we now get a new error. The admin key is incorrect. The admin key has been hard-coded into the source code, and it is 123. Inputting 123 in the admin key panel, attempting to sign up again. We now get the username and password messages we were just facing. fixing these, I will put the password as admin exclamation mark 23. This should be a perfect username, a perfect password. However, putting in a wrong admin key such as 234, signing up, admin key is incorrect. Putting in the correct admin key 123, signing up, my account has been created. Pressing OK, back to the main menu. Looking in the database now, there are now 2 users. Username test, which we had before, but also admin, with another encrypted hashed password. The row ID of admin, however, is 1. Looking at the rows, 1 is the admin row. This is correct. Attempting to log in now, I will first try the admin login. Username admin, password admin exclamation mark 23. Logging in. It's successful this time. Viewing registered users, you can see admin and test are the only ones. Deleting a user, if I input in a non-existent name such as Bob, the user is not found. Trying to delete a user which does exist, such as test, is successful. Looking back in the database at users, test is no longer a user in our program. Attempting to create a user, putting in an invalid username, which is not long enough, such as A, doesn't work. If I try to put in a password, this time it will give me an error no matter what the password is, even if it is the correct format. Creating a user, putting in a username which is valid, such as test, and an invalid password, such as A, which is not long enough. Once again, failed to create user. Putting in values which are both valid, such as test, password, test, 123 exclamation mark with a capital T, is created successfully. Looking back in the database, the user is now introduced back into the database through the admin panel. Pressing back, or back to the main menu, I will now attempt to log in as the test account I have just created. Username test, password test with a capital T, 123 exclamation mark. Logging in is successful, and we have achieved reaching the second main menu. Closing the code, looking back in the database now, the login history is now filled because the user session has ended. We can see there were 2 successful sign-in attempts. The first from admin, second from user, with both the same IP address of my computer. We can see their IDs are carried across successfully, as well as their user IDs, which represent the order in which their accounts were created. This is the end of the first video, proving the functionality of objective number 1.